tired. Good.
Mike, can you talk about your performance tonight and how the team overall did?
Oh, my performance. You cut right to it, Bob. I guess, anytime you get down 2-0, whether they're goals that are good, bad, it doesn't matter. It's in the first period, and you have to come back strong, and you have to be a wall from there on out, because realistically, if you give up more than 3 goals in this league, you don't have much of a chance to win. So I did the best I could, and I'm glad the puck stayed out, and we progressively started to play better as the game went along, and by the third period we were doing a good job on our zone, so it made a big difference.
What was your mindset after that first period, coming back out into the second period?
Don't let anything in the net. It's easy as that. Sometimes you get in those scenarios where you can tell that the team's not playing well, and as a goaltender you really have to carry the load sometimes. And in my head I knew that this might be a game where I needed to come out and maybe steal a period and get us back into it. And thankfully we put some goals up and things started to go our way, and it worked out well for us.
It seems recently, even when the guys fall behind, there's no quit, there's no sense that this one's over, and yet again we battle back from a 2-goal deficit. What is it about this team lately that's different from earlier in the season when it seemed like 2 goals down and that was kind of the end of the game?
Well, I think we've done a really nice job of, the positivity in the room has been there all season, but we've finally come together as a team, and we know exactly what we need to do with our systems. There's no question of that anymore. We've got a pretty consistent lineup lately. We've gotten some guys back off injury. Everybody's playing well together and knowing where people are going to go on the ice. And so if we stick to our game plan, things happen in the right direction. That happened tonight. It's not always going to be like that. You face adversity, but character is a word that gets used a lot. But when you come back from a lot of different scenarios and come back from 2 goals, 3 goals, I think we're showing it. We've definitely got it in the room.
You talked about the positive atmosphere, and how nice was it to see Patty Weirkosh back on the ice? Especially, you guys saw what happened to him, and to have him finally back out there, what did that mean to you guys?
Well, it's big to us because he's been part of our team the whole time, and even when he's been injured, he's been in the locker room and been in the gym as much as he can, trying to get back. And we see his effort. There was no question that he was going to be back as soon as he could. Guy wants to play. He wants to play in the NHL. He wants to get better. And having him back tonight, I'm sure he didn't feel like he was 100%, but everybody rallied around him. We pulled him along with us, and as the game went on, he played better too, and he ended up with the hard hat tonight. So we're all happy to see him in the room again.
How'd the new gear feel?
Good. Yeah, really good. The pads are dead on. The glove and blocker are getting there. So a couple of tweaks. That happens whenever it's a new line of equipment, though. There's a couple of new features that we're trying to dial in on it, but the pads are basically the same. There's not a whole lot of difference other than just the graphics on them. So pretty good. I'm happy with it.
Mike, when are you going to get Metallica on there for the post games when you win?
Well, Timmy Conboy's got the hot iPod right now for the win. So he's a metal guy though too. So the guys kind of don't get along with us too much on that one, but every once in a while he'll put it on when he gets a chance to, and we get a little taste of it here and there. But even his hip hop stuff, I don't mind too much. I think it's pretty good for what it is. I can tolerate it. So
even though the team hasn't been perfect these 3 games, but gutting out these wins and getting these wins, how important has it been for you guys to have these 3 wins happen the way they have? 2 shorthanded goals for game winners, that type of stuff.
I think the biggest thing for us is that we've gutted it out, we've won the games, but we're learning how to win difficult games. And I've been on teams in the past, and last year was definitely one of them, that if we went into the last 10 minutes of the game tied, down a goal, or even up a goal, there was no certainty that we were going to come out on top. I think guys feared it back then. This team here, we're doing it the right way. We are winning these games. And hopefully that pays off for us in the long run, trying to get into playoffs here. It's not impossible. So, if we keep winning close games like this, who's to say what we can do?